ladies. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Fernanda, and I want to bring some encouragement for you in this time, and this, especially this time present that we're living in, on isolation. It's been really hard for all of us. Some of us are enjoying the time of not running around things or not working uh, a lot outside of the house. Some of us are going crazy with the mess and the kids and and the homeschooling part of it. But I want you guys to think about, if there's no mess in your house, it's because there's no kids. How many people have been praying to have kids, right? And sometimes we get overwhelmed because we have to deal with working from home and also have to cope with the kids and teach them homeschooling, for example. How many people in this COVID situation have lost their job and they don't know what they're gonna do? So sometimes we have to put our complaining in perspective and think about what is happening outside of our own walls, and take a look in the ways that we can help each other or help the community as well. So one thing that I always, when I feel like despair and I feel like things are out of my control, I always go back to what God has done for me. What are the promises that He gave it to me? And counting my blessings day after day, it has helped me with this self-isolation situation that we're in right now. And one thing that I wrote something here for you. It's also to remember that be living in a moment, be present. This is a precious moment that God gave it to us to pull back from everything else, all the distractions that was around, all the five four jobs and four hats that we use as a woman to do this and this and that. And especially for me, it was a time that I God put me back where I'm supposed to be. And this is also for you to think about, to be more present in a moment. And prayer and self-coaching, telling me and talking to the Holy Spirit daily, on especially in the moments that I am thinking I'm freaking out, is helping a lot as well. In my house, I also create a schedule for my kids. So I'm working from home. My husband's still working outside. So we do create a schedule that I can manage our daily activities in a way that is not creating overwhelming environment for me and for the kids. And for those of us that are parents, we have to remember, if the house is a chaos and if you're feeling overwhelmed and that you have no control with anything, because now we don't have control, we don't know what's gonna happen. This is our reality right now. We're literally on the hands of God, waiting for His provision, especially those of us that lost our job. It is the time to surrender. It is a time to think about not only ourselves, but for the house to be in center, for your house to be in peace, you need to be in peace. And what it brings us to peace is, for me, is listen to worship songs. It is to prayer in my corner in my room by myself and talking to God all of my insecurities. So if you need to ground it yourself and come back to what the word is saying, I suggest you to do that, because when you are in peace, the kids are in peace, the kids feel secured, and everything else go back to place. Even if outside we're living in a storm, we have to remember who is carrying us through this situation and who is carrying us through this time. So my word for today for you, it's bring back the joy. Find the joy, and where we find the joy, the joy we find in the Lord. So what you going to learn on this time of isolation? Ask the Holy Spirit what I need to learn, what you wanted me, what you wanted to teach me at this time of isolation, of that you cannot be around people all the time, that you have to be present, especially in your house. What you need to learn, it's very important. Sometimes I had this week actually, I had like a allergy reaction. I went outside and start sneezing, and in my head I was playing like, I am sick, I got this, and I think I have this virus. And then I start to get worried, and I could not sleep on that night because I was thinking what I'm gonna do with my kids, who's gonna take care of them the next day. And then I stopped for a moment on the middle of the night and I thought, wait a minute, I need to pray over this because this doesn't come from the Lord. If I believe in that He's taking care of me, I should not be afraid what is gonna happen tomorrow. So it just brought me back to the promises and to the blessings and the provision that He has for my life, and also He has for your life. So I always wanted to bring my thoughts and my heart back to joy. We have to think that faith comes from hearing, right? The word and seeking Him, but fear also comes from that as well. So I suggest, if you feeling anxiety and you feeling afraid and fear is chasing over you, because what we're living right now, I suggest turn it off the TV, unfollow some people on social media that is posting things that is make your head goes around and thinking what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I am infected or not, and you know what I mean. So I think those things have helped me a lot. So I don't watch any news on the TV. I don't follow anything on social media that will bring me to the anxiety of living in this storm that we're in right now. So one of the suggestions is, if those things keep you awake at night and gives you anxiety, turn it off, turn it on the Bible app, turn it on your radio and worship the Lord. Go and open a book that you always wanted to read, and go and have some fun with your kids. Have a date with your husband. Take away those moments of anxiety and uncertainty and replace them with moments of joy and things that it makes your heart smile. So that's what I wanted to give it to you today. I want to leave you with a word from the Lord from the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 13, that says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope." So this is for you, and I hope you enjoy finding joy on your daily routine. Take care. Bye-bye.